From Nutrien Ag Solutions, this is Senior Meteorologist Andrew Pritchard with your Canadian Prairie weather story for Monday, July 4th, 2022. Appreciate your patience here over the last couple of weeks. We've missed the videos. There was a company holiday on June 20th, and then last week I was on vacation with the family, and so I was sending out the daily email reports, but taking a step back from the videos here. I've got loaded Tuesdays and Wednesdays, so easier said than done sometimes just kicking that video from a Monday holiday onto a Tuesday, but once again, we've got a holiday here on a Monday, but instead of missing 3 weeks in a row, I wanted to get you a brief update here, at least on what's going on. It's going to be an active stormy week across the prairie. We'll start looking at temperatures here. Warmer in the east right now. We've got a storm system making its way through. Warmer temperatures here in the east. Cooler air here coming on the backside. Temperatures right around 10 degrees. A couple single-digit readings there. 9 in Calgary this morning. Again, 18 the contrast as you head off toward Winnipeg. We'll look at the satellite picture here. There's a big glitch at the very beginning, the infrared satellite, and you can see kind of what's going on. We've got a big storm right here, big area of low pressure. This is a departing area of low pressure that brought us a lot of shower and storm activity last week. We've got a trough just kind of parked right out here where you can see, two waves, a broad scale trough, but two waves embedded within that. We've got another storm system here making its way through portions of the northern plains, and then we've got shower and storm activity across the prairie, just kind of within that region here. Again, we're going to take a look here that'll illustrate a bit better, but very active ring of fire pattern here, an area of high pressure off to the west or to the south here across the western United States. And the flow over the top of that, we get that ring of fire pattern with active corridors of showers and storms. And that's going to be the theme as we head through the next 6 or 7 days. Now, as we look at the radar, again, another glitch here. I apologize for that. The animated weather maps here just running a little bit funky on this Monday morning, but you can see the area of showers, maybe some rumbles of thunder as you get into southern Manitoba. No severe weather ongoing here this Monday morning, and that's going to be a bit of a contrast compared to last week where we had nearly daily chances for severe storms. The severe weather risk a bit lower early this week. It does ramp up mid to late week. But here's we look at the next 7 days. The next 7 days, your jet stream heights on the left, your next 7 days precipitation anomaly on the right. Here's the pattern, the ring of fire. You've got your ridge off to the south, the flow coming up, and over the top of that ridge, you get corridors of showers and storms within that active or within that ring of fire region where you've got stronger jet stream winds. So you've got all the big heat down here off to the south and to the west, and over the top of that, you've got little disturbances that are able to break through the cap here and kick off corridors of showers and storms. And so you can see the most active region, really plain as day, from the Canadian Prairie down through portions of the Corn Belt and then off into the Mid-Atlantic. So you look at the jet stream winds that accompany that. Again, where the jet stream is, that's where the interesting weather goes. We need that jet stream support, those fast jet stream winds in the mid-levels. And we got that as we head through the rest of the week here across the Canadian Prairie. We'll step back here and go through time. You can really see the ring of fire. Again, the ridge off to the south where things are stagnant. You don't see the strong jet stream flow across this region where you get a bunch of heat, a lot of humidity. You do see the jet stream support over the top of that ridge. That's where you get the active corridors of showers and storms. So just verbatim, so you look at the European model, the precipitation forecast over the next few days. Here's the shower and storm activity through the day today. Here's your prairie right there, the date up at the top. This would be Monday, July 4th. We'll take this into Tuesday, and what you're going to see here is just daily corridors of showers and storms popping up where you specifically at your location, you may not see showers and storms every single day, but you're likely to see that chance for showers and storms every single day as we head through the week. So this is your Tuesday night. Taking it into Wednesday, you just keep seeing new corridors of showers and storms, new clusters popping up, and they take on a mind of their own sometimes. Get into Thursday. Here goes Thursday night, into Friday, on into Saturday, and then into Sunday. So there you see it. We continue to redevelop showers and storms, and each little corridor, each cluster of showers and storms, and our chance for locally heavy rainfall or severe weather, it's going to be a bit of a nowcast situation where, again, this is a typical period of low predictability, low confidence where, we can say the pattern looks stormy. It looks stormy just about every day, but where exactly those storms form and where they track, who gets the heaviest rainfall, who gets, the severe weather impacts each day, that's going to be a day-by-day sort of morning analysis that we'll have to do. I mentioned the severe weather risk being a bit lower here early this week. We see a lot of the instability, the most unstable air mass here south of the prairie, south of the U.S. border. This is where we'll have that higher severe weather risk across the northern plains of the U.S., parts of the upper Midwest in the United States. still active, still seeing those, daily chances for showers and storms. We still have the jet stream support. We've still got storm systems here, but the volatile air mass, we don't quite have the overlap of the jet stream support and the instability here early this week. So we'll kick off showers, we'll kick off some storms, but the severe weather risk greatest off to the south of the U.S.-Canadian border. That is until we get later into the week. So here's your Tuesday afternoon. Again, instability greater off to the south. Get into Wednesday, we're starting to bring in a new system. That's going to help us start to lift that unstable air mass, draw it back northward into the prairie. So by Wednesday, probably looking at the chance for some hail-producing storms across portions of central Alberta into west central Saskatchewan. Then we get into Thursday, start to draw even more of that unstable air mass into the region. Here's where we'll have that more expansive risk for showers and storms, or severe storms, I should say, across portions of Alberta into central and southern Saskatchewan. And then as we get into Friday, even more unstable as we look across a wider portion of the prairie. So the severe weather risk a bit low today, tomorrow. Severe weather risk a little more appreciable Wednesday, and then Thursday, Friday into Saturday. This is when we're going to be talking about much greater chances for severe weather. That is a volatile air mass here in place as we get into Saturday. So now we're talking 5 or 6 days into the future. I mentioned, we kind of need to take things day by day, but just know that that's out there. Low severe weather risk Monday, Tuesday, starting to get up there Wednesday, Thursday. Friday, Saturday, we're probably talking about severe weather across the Canadian prairie. So the models are not going to do a great job, again, picking up where the heaviest rain is going to fall, especially as we look at the entire week. This is through Sunday, July 10th, but you can see the pattern here. The national blended model here on the left. Again, heavy rainfall across a good corridor of the prairie from central and southern Alberta, across southern Saskatchewan into southern Manitoba. This is the European model, same thing, just about everyone with that chance for showers and storms just about every day. Probably a better way to look at this would be taking the ensembles. We've got the European on the left, GFS on the right. The probability of picking up more than 1 inch of rainfall between now and Sunday, July 10th. A couple pockets stand out to me. This first one here across portions of southern Saskatchewan, but then we got another one here across central Alberta, eastern Alberta, getting into western and central Saskatchewan. And this is where really Wednesday into Thursday, we start to see that severe weather risk begin to ramp up right across this region here. So as you look at southern Alberta, down here where the probabilities are a bit lower, you're not going to be totally dry. I think that it's very likely we'll see at least isolated scattered thunderstorms here. Again, that nearly daily chance. But the heavier precipitation, maybe those bigger clusters of storms likely to set up here in these two areas. This being here in the near term over the next 48 to 72 hours. This mostly being here as we get into probably Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, maybe even into Saturday. Temperatures are really going to be pretty variable with a broad scale warming trend as we head into the end of the week, into the weekend. When I say variable, it's going to depend on those showers and storms. If you end up with a particularly cloudy and rainy day, it's going to be a bit cooler, but maybe you get missed by those storms. Perhaps it's not your day. End up with a bit more sunshine. That's where we could see some of those pockets of warmer temperatures. But by and large, a bit cooler in the east, a little warmer in the west as we get started here. Those afternoons are really going to be a bit cooler here Monday, Tuesday. Start to see that instability, that heat, that humidity start to increase as we get later on into the week. That's when we'll see more in the way of temperatures a little bit warmer than average as we get into the late part of the week. That, of course, accompanies the increase in the chances for severe weather. Calgary, here's your next 10 days. Cooler as we get started, warming up as we head into the end of the week. As mentioned, these will be your days to watch for big severe storms. Edmonton, very similar look here. Saskatoon, warming up toward the weekend. Regina, warming up toward the weekend. The same thing here in Winnipeg. Everyone's starting off a bit cooler this week, but gradually warming up as we head into the end of the week.